So for part C of the solutions lab, I've got a piece of paper here and I've labelled it 1.0 grams NaCl, 1.4 grams NaCl, 1.0 grams of NH4Cl and 1.4 grams of NH4Cl. So all of those samples are going to be prepared and we're going to do that by weighing them out. So Reese, go ahead and get the weighing boat for the 1.0 grams of NaCl, please. And what he's doing here is he's weighing the weighing boat just by itself, just to see how much it is. This looks to be about 0.45 of a gram, is that about right? For the weighing boat?
About 5.
Yeah, so we need 1.45 grams, sorry, we need 1.0 grams of NaCl, so he's going to move it to the 1.45 mark. There we go. So Reese is going to add NaCl now until it gets to a balanced part. So it's currently at 1.45, which takes into account the weighing boat as well. So he's going to add the salt here until it balances out. Oh, he's going to need to add a little bit more. Alright, you'll have to take a little bit off. Now he's not going to put it back into the container, he's going to put it into a separate beaker because we don't like putting samples back into the container. You have to take a little bit more off than that. Okay, that looks good. So now he can take that off and he can repeat the process with the 1.4 grams of NaCl, 1.0 grams of NH4Cl, and then 1.4 grams of NH4Cl. So this is the 1.4 gram sample of NaCl. So what Reese has done is he's weighed the weighing boat and he's added 1.4 grams. So it's looks to be about 1.9 grams on the scale here. Not all weighing boats are going to weigh the same. Go ahead, Reese, and add your sample. Alright, it's getting close now. Okay, it's a little bit too much, and again he's going to take off any extra and put it into another container, not put it back into the container where he got it from. And a little bit more. And a little bit more. Not too much though, just a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty good. So now we've got two samples of NaCl. One is 1.0 grams and one is 1.4 grams. We're going to repeat the process now for 1.0 grams of NH4Cl and 1.4 grams of NH4Cl. So we've got the 1.0 grams of NaCl here, we've got the 1.0 grams of NH4Cl. We're going to pour them into two separate test tubes. Reese, would you go ahead and do that, please? So he's got the weighing boat, he's just pouring it in there. Being careful, of course, not to lose any. Alright, that's good. Would you give that to Keisha, please? Okay, and hold on to that, Keisha. Alright, Reese is going to add the 1.0 grams NH4Cl to the other one. Kanan, do you want to do this one? Okay. Okay, good, thank you. Alright, Kanan, go ahead and grab that one. Keisha, would you please make sure this is in the shot here? And she's going to add 5.0 mils of water to that. Now, have you got your stirring rod, Keisha? Alright, she's going to grab a stirring rod here. There we go. And she's going to start stirring it. Would you please just go ahead and stir it? And she's going to be doing that for about 5 minutes to see if she can dissolve as much as she possibly can of that solid. Could you please show the shot here, show what it looks like now? You can see the solid on the bottom there. So she's going to keep on doing that until hopefully it dissolves, or we'll see what happens to it. Alright, thank you. Now Kanan, you do the same thing with the NH4Cl. And he's going to add 5.0 mils to that. And he's going to start stirring that one as well. And if you could just show what that looks like down the bottom there as well in the shot. Yeah, okay, now go ahead and start stirring. Now down a little bit, down a little bit. There we go. Good, that's good. And he's going to stir that for the next 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, Keisha, show us your solution, please. And you can see there, but it looks like it's pretty much dissolved. Alright, so what Reese is going to do is he's going to add another 1.4 grams of NaCl to Keisha's solution, and we'll see what happens to it. And of course what Keisha's going to do is she's going to stir that for another 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens to it. So go ahead, let's just show the camera what we're seeing here for now. A little bit lower, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, that's the extra NaCl that's been added. Keisha's going to go ahead and stir that with the stirring rod now. Could you please start doing that? Okay, thank you. Now, Kanan, we're going to do the same thing with yours. And you can see there, but it looks like it's pretty much dissolved. Reese, would you please add 1.4 grams of NH4Cl to Kanan's solution? Okay, and we'll make sure we get as much of that liquid in as possible, but that solid into the liquid as possible. But Kanan is going to go ahead and start stirring that. He'll probably go ahead and put your stirring rod in, and he's going to try and get as much of that solid into the solution as he possibly can. A little bit further down, please. There we go. And now he's going to stir that. After he's done that, he's going to stir that and see what happens after 5 minutes. So on this side we've got the NaCl, there's 2.4 grams there, and on the other side we've got 2.4 grams of NH4Cl. Lower those a little bit, please. And you can see what we're doing is we're measuring the temperature of those samples. Okay, lift them back up, please. Even after, not too far, a little bit further down, please. There we go. And you can see after 5 minutes what the situation is in both of those test tubes. We're going to go ahead and put them into boiling water or hot water, and we're going to see what happens to these after we do that. So Reese has got the sodium chloride here, the NaCl. He's going to stick this into the hot water solution, and he's going to, while it's in there, he's going to be giving it a bit of a stir. Would you just give it a bit of a stir while it's in there, please? And we'll see what happens to it. And Kanan, you go ahead and you put your sample in as well. And Kanan has got the NH4Cl, so it's all right. You can go ahead and go on the other side, please. Reese, you move over. All right, Kanan, you go over here. There we go. It's better. And Kanan's going to do the same thing. He's going to be mixing his with the stirring rod as well, and we'll see what happens after it's been in the boiling water for about 5 minutes. So we've been boiling and stirring these. Go ahead and take them out, please. Just hold them by the top. All right. So put them into the shot, please. Okay, that's perfect. All right, a little bit higher. Okay, good. So what we've got here on Reese's side, he's got the sodium chloride. You can see what that looks like. And Kanan, you can see what his looks like as well. So it looks like there's some residue on the bottom of the, you can see there's some residue on the bottom of Reese's, but there's no residue on the bottom of Kanan's. Now remember that Reese is holding the sodium chloride and Canaan is holding the ammonium chloride. So that's sodium chloride, ammonium chloride. Alright, so go ahead and put them down in the shot a bit. So we're just taking the temperature a little bit further. We're just taking the temperature of these solutions, okay, up a bit. And as you can see, one has residue in the bottom of it, the sodium chloride does, and the ammonium chloride doesn't have any residue. And what we're going to do next is Canaan is going to take the one that doesn't have any residue and he's going to run it under cold water. We'll see what happens to it. So he's going to cool this solution now. Go ahead, Canaan. So this is the ammonium chloride and he's just running it under the cold water here, and we'll see what happens to it. Okay, so he's had this in the water for a bit. Let's bring this up to the camera now. We'll see what's happened to it. And a little bit further down, a little bit further. There we go. Alright, so you can see what's going on with the solution now. There is some residue in the bottom of it after it's been cooled.